All right, so what's going on, guys? I know at the end of the last video, we kind of left you guys hanging. You may be thinking, why is that if we just pulled the engine out of a running car and put it into this one, why it wouldn't run? So what we didn't show is we did swap over a few parts that we didn't really show that. So Trey's gonna kind of go over what we did and what we swapped.
All right, so yes, this was basically a swap from the old car to the new. However, there were things that needed to change. You come over here. We did have to change out the intake, fuel rail, throttle body. All this piping is new or switched over from the old setup. We also had to bring over, what else did we switch? I had to rerun the wires for the VTEC solenoid. Yes, VTEC needs to kick in, yo. I can't believe I just said that. Yeah, and a few other odds and ends. We still need to put the car back on the lift and put a new oil pan on, bring over my old radiator from the other car, and that required a heck of a lot more work than I thought it did. Actually, you can talk about that one. Give me a camera. I got you.
So with the Integra, it normally comes with a full radiator. We looked at it before we put the engine in, and we noticed that we're gonna be running into some space issues. What we did is when the car was up on the lift, we cut the radiator supports that are on the bottom, little round ones. We cut those off, and we ended up moving them over about 1.5 inches. And luckily, we weren't sure if we would need to do that, but luckily, it turned out to be just enough. So if you look at it, you can see we have about maybe what, 1/2 inch, you say?
Yeah.
It's probably about 1/2 inch of space between the manifold and the radiator.
Because I was always under the impression, I've never had an Integra or worked on an Integra, let alone, but I always was under the impression that the Integra and the Civics were the same. However, this was my old dump tube that was on the same kit. And as you see, there's no space for this to fit in. So I never realized that there is no, it's not like a plug and play. It's little stuff like this that kicks in that actually takes up time. This manifold initially didn't allow for the power steering, so I actually had to come in and modify the bracket so that even this is one of those spacer things that you really you don't think about these things taking up time or actually affecting you, but it does. Man, that ring's kicking, man. But yeah, like I said, just little things like that that's time consuming. We also have to do some wiring on the inside. That's the boring stuff. I'm not going to really go into too much detail on that. That's handled. The car, it runs. It's not 100%. We still need to fix some things. It currently is open downpipe, as you heard from the startup video, which is, it does need to have about, I don't know, about a foot or 1.5 foot gap welded between where the downpipe was and meeting the existing exhaust. So we do have another part for that. That needs to be welded. Tedious things, like I also have a check engine light for what I believe is the idle air control valve.
You have to excuse the audio, but we want to leave it open because we're about to start the car. So, like I said, the car does run. It's a little rough, but here you go. And there you have it. She runs. All right, and the kind of funny thing is, what happened to him is this whole car was essentially an accident. And he bought his green coupe. It was supposed to just be like the ultimate street car slash daily driver. And then as time came and drag strip happened.
So as time progressed, things got more serious and I wanted to go faster. So basically you take out the heat, you take out all the creature features, you put in stiff springs, and it just makes the ride hella uncomfortable.
Put the cage in.
Yeah, cage is annoying to actually just drive. So this is a lot more just tameable. Cruise control works amazing. Power steering works amazing. Like, those are the things that you just don't think about when you're actually trying to go faster, but it's amazing.
Fell into that age-old trap. He took his daily, made it a race car, so then he needed another daily. But we kind of already know where this is going. This is played out. Yeah. This is played out many times, so we know where this is going if we're just being honest with ourselves. With all that aside, we do have some body work we're gonna do on the car. We're gonna kind of practice. I've done a little bit of body work in my past. He's relatively new to it. We're going to use this as an opportunity to kind of get some practice in, because I believe a tree actually fell on the back of this car, on the hatch. That's why the hatch is a different color. So if you look here, you see part of where the tree hit. Of course, the hatch has been replaced, and I'll put in a clip. I've already kind of touched this up as we were attempting to get it ready for the show or the race. But this was terrible. So I'm gonna put that clip in and let you guys see that. Cause it had a spoiler on it. I'm guessing maybe it was coming loose, but he drilled not one, not two, not three, but 4 holes. 4 holes in the on this side. It's definitely not the final product. It was more of a temporary get it, not hideous like it was. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, head over to Trey's channel, follow his. The link will be down in the description. Yep. Because this is his car, he'll be able to give you a little more frequent updates on it. Yep. As well as just some general overall knowledge and stuff he'll be dropping. So,
thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching.